So we can then talk about last session. Um, Now that Ben can hear the music happening in the background, because it is important. In the last video that was uploaded to YouTube, or is going to be uploaded to YouTube, Ben just didn't didn't have the sound for Roll20 activated, or it was turned off somehow. So I want everyone to go back and watch that video and just see as everyone stops as Strahd's like sound file is going off, and Ben's just very politely doesn't say anything, but he chilled. He's like, okay, something's happening, maybe. But I just wanted to say huge fucking props to you on that, Ben.
Thank you.
Yeah. So there's not going to be a whole lot of recap for this one because we're still effectively introducing the story. Where once there was a group of strangers in the Faerun, now there are strangers that now have to go through this trial, this tribulation, and to see if they will be able to stand together against it or fall apart on their own. Being swallowed up by this mist of a land unknown, you found yourselves without any of your arms, your gear, your armor, and a bountiful amount of stress as a result. Except for Caithe. Caithe's character was honestly pretty fucking chill, if I'm honest. Yeah, I think Alistair was doing okay, which caused a lot of stress for everyone else. They're like, okay, I guess it's my stress, and then also this other 33%. But you shared that amongst the party, and it was fine.
Road trip.
Yeah, well, what I found really interesting about that was, it was understanding this dynamic of, like, people that are going through their own shit and their own issues, because very rarely will you find a D&D character that's just really well adjusted, and they're like, yeah, I'm just doing this in my free time, right? Like, I've gone to therapy, I've solved all of my demons, I've got a loving family, all of my parents are still alive. I just
don't go adventuring if you're in a good marriage and a good job with a stable
right,
income and a
right.
family.
So I think there's this understanding, like, behind the scenes of, like, the characters back, like, in their mind of, like, yeah, like, I've got my shit, this person clearly has their shit, but you know what, like, it is better to be with 4 people than 3 people because we ditched somebody behind the road. But you all have managed to actually continue on, mostly unassaulted. You ended up finding a pathway that led down the road a ways as the tree line finally opened up from this dense wall of foliage and opened up into more of a meadow of tall grass and even a couple structures, 3 of which that you approached because there were children crying. You spoke with them. Rose and Thorn figured out that they had some shit going on within this house. This cries and sounds of a monster in the basement that their parents are currently attempting to tend to. And the fear of their baby brother alone somewhere in the top floors of this house. You went in. You did a little bit of scavenging around the house for basic supplies and maybe some bits of armaments and weaponry. Permission given by Rose. And you even found a dog. A dog that Alistair very, very cheekily convinced to be their friends. Yeah, hey, yeah, here I am, Thorn, your best friend. And then Lancelot immediately comes out. You found a very unsettling note. With a name, Strahd von Zarevich, detailing his indifference towards the woes and plight of this family. And as you approached the 3rd floor, that is when a suit of armor that, as you stepped on top of like the very top step, reached out, grabbed Korath by the collar, and attempts to shove. And that's where we begin our session at today. So, we're going to immediately start off with a somewhat important role. Isn't that exciting? Yeah, so let's go ahead and say, as I am attempting desperately to navigate the labyrinth that is my DM notes. Yes. Okay. Cool. Korath, let's go ahead and have you make me, let's say, an athletics check, right?
All right. I am feeling confident about my athleticism.
Wait.
That is a nat 20.
Oh,
yeah.
outstanding.
That is a nat 20 for a total of 26.
Shit.
26, huh? Perfect.
Oh,
Perfect.
I see your important role, and I raise you an important role.
I see your role. Take this complimentary middle finger, DM. So yeah.
I see your important role, and I eat it.
I'm going to need everyone to make me an initiative roll.
Ah, beans.
Yeah.
14.
15.
13.
And I got 12.
All right, hold on. One second. I gotta add everyone's name in here, please. All right, so coins, Korath, Alistair.
12.
All right, Iris, what was yours?
13.
13. Coins,
13 as well.
Korath.
Ooh, rollies, coins, rollies.
I have a 12.
Alistair.
15.
15. Perfect. All right. I have marching order. Okay. Alistair, you're first up. So, to paint a little bit about what this scene actually looks like, again, you climb the top of this red marble staircase to its full height. There's a suit of black plate armor stood almost directly in front of you all. Unlike the rest of the house, this area is starting to have more cobwebs. There's a little bit more dust. It's less maintained. And as you're looking around, you're seeing these oil lamps mounted on the walls. No sooner have you, like, stepped up that this thing just tries to shove you off of the balcony, Korath. And with 26, it grabs you by the collar and, like, tries to push you, and it's just that fucking anime scene is, like, your hand clamps down over it and rip it off of you, like, your muscles bulge and swell a little bit through your shirt as the metal armor starts to creak, as you can see, like, the camera zooms in and you can see, like, finger indentions on it. Yeah. And this is when Alistair, that's when you would take your turn. So, what are you gonna do?
Okay. Can I can see it? Does that count as me seeing it?
Yes.
Oh, cool. So I'm going to use my feature for a bonus action to cast effect.
Okay.
And as my action, because that's a feature, as my action, can I cast a spell?
Tell me, is there a saving throw or anything that happens as a result of you using this feature? Or does it just automatically go into effect?
You curse a creature you can see within range until the spell ends. I don't think so.
Okay, so it is, Hex is a spell given to you by one of, like, something having to do with your character background, right?
Yes, but
okay.
I can either use a spell slot or I can just cast it one time per long rest.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm looking at your character sheet, I know what you're saying now. Hex does still count as a spell, even though it does consume a bonus action, so you would not also be able to cast an additional spell as an action. You could, however, use Hex as a bonus action and a cantrip as an action.
As an action.
Yes, you just wouldn't be able to cast an additional leveled spell.
Leveled. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, and with that, Hex, you place a curse on a creature you could see. There's no saving throw, it looks like. It just simply takes effect. So whenever you hit it with any attack, it deals an extra 1d6 necrotic damage. And you also get to choose an ability that the creature would then roll disadvantage on. So you'd be able to choose Strength, Dexterity, Constitution, etc. Now, that's not saving throw, it's just ability checks. So that's not a super big deal at the moment.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was going to work better with something else. Okay, I am just going to...
You can still do that and then use the cantrip if you want.
No, I'm going to hold off on casting a spell slot.
Alright, what are you going to do then?
I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Cool,
which it needs to...
Wisdom
save of 13.
Alright, let's do it. I rolled a 15. So it saves. Unfortunately, I believe Dissonant Whispers is a save or suck.
Wait,
or half as much damage. Yeah.
Okay.
Successful save takes half as much damage. So go ahead and roll 3d6 and we'll take it down to half, rounded down.
You want me to roll 3 dice or 1 and then...
Your choice.
It?
Roll 3 dice. Three dice. Yeah.
Okay. That's an 8.
8 total?
Do I add my spell modifier to it?
No, not to this one. There are some spells that you do, this one you do not.
Yeah, just 8.
Rad. Cool. Alright. With that, is that your turn?
Yeah, I
Awesome.
can't do anything else, I don't think.
Hell yeah. Coins.
Oh, just one coin, singular.
Coin.
I'm not that rich.
Not yet.
No.
Oh my gosh, campaign ends and they're like, I think I'm ready for a name change.
I think I'm ready to add that S.
I've earned it.
Perhaps a sack of them, even. Although I don't think I should change my name.
C to be cool.
There you go.
Coins.
Hell yeah.
$1 sign.
Make the O that 0 with the line through it.
Oh my god.
Love it. Alright, but
Anyway.
yeah, what are you doing?
I am behind Alistair, so I can still see it, right?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Then I believe... I'm going to cast Firebolt at this thing.
Alright, hell yeah. Alright, go ahead and roll to hit.
I love magic. 11.
11 is going to be insufficient.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Do you do anything else?
After I attempt to make this spell and it just kind of fizzles miserably, I think I'm gonna stay put for right now.
Cool. Alright, I believe it is Iris's turn.
How close is this thing to me?
Within melee. Yeah, so like you were walking up right behind Korath. So like as Korath stepped up, immediately gets grabbed, pulls his arm, pulls this animated armor's arm off of him, steps off to the side, and gives you a moment to be able to step up right next to him.
So I'm close enough that if I stepped away, it could take a hit at me.
Normally I would say yes, but let's say with a natural 20, this thing is currently not in a position to be able to make an attack of opportunity against anyone.
Okay, nice. then I will
Can we
take
say?
that
Can we
opportunity.
say he's grappled?
Yeah, for the fucking 2100%. Yeah, you literally do like the reverse jutsu. You're like, I'm not grappled. You are.
Grappled, idiot.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So yeah, no, he's grappled. He can't make opportunity attacks against anyone, and he has a movement speed of 0 for now.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna take that opportunity, to leap back and get myself in a good distance back from it. Realize I stupidly gave both crossbows to both new idiot friends, and realize that my only resort now is a loud as fuck weapon within a tightly enclosed space that might alert whatever that will definitely alert
Everyone.
whatever else is in this house. But I gave all my crossbows away, so I.
You can try to hit him with the butt of the gun if you
Pistol
like.
whip.
with my strength score. Instinct is instinct. He does what's natural.
Let's
He's
do it.
gonna load around into this old as fuck shitty rifle and take a shot.
All right, roll to hit.
It's gonna be 23 to hit.
23 will do it.
I thought it might. Oh, and that's plus proficiency.
Proficiency is not added into damage; it's simply added into hit.
No, not
Okay.
damage to hit.
Cool.
Technically, I get to add my proficiency because this stat sheet doesn't put it on automatically for me. So add 2 more to that. To
20,
hit, and-
25. No, that misses. That's too much as a threshold. Yeah, no, you 100% hit.
And that is 12 points of piercing damage. I'm gonna try to tear an opening
Jesus
into
fucking
this.
Christ.
Mr. Famine,
Tasty.
I love this class.
What is it? Is it a D8 or a D10?
Yeah, it's 2d10.
2D10. All right.
Yeah, so I rolled double 4s and.
Oh my
had a
god.
4.
All right.
That's
We-
amazing.
Mr. Famine,
I might need
consequences.
fair. I might need to look at that after the session. We'll see. 2D10 at level 1 is a
If
lot.
I roll anything a 3 or under, I misfire and have to spend a whole round repairing. If I roll a misfire
That is
again,
fair.
it breaks, and I don't get to use it for the rest of the fight, and have to spend
Okay.
massive resources over a long rest to fix it.
That is fair. That is fair.
Feast
You're
or famine.
you're basically trying to hit blackjack every single round. Cool.
Exactly. I either win big or I fail big. There's no in between.
Oh,
I can check
I
that.
love the gamble.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yep, that's it. That's all I get to do for right now.
All right. Cora.
Level 1.
Level 1.
Level 1.
It's still a chant if it just goes in like one at a time order. 50 people, they all say it once, but in a row, it's still a chant.
All right. So, what I want to do is because I'm near a balcony. You said.
You are.
So I want to take the one who I'm currently grappling and just like launch him off the balcony.
Okay. We'll have to. All right. So the way that that's going to work is because he's currently grappled, it's going to have to be an opposed athletics check, or like you will roll athletics and it will roll
Right.
athletics or acrobatics.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that then.
Perfect.
What have you rolled?
I got a 14 on the die. With my athletics is 6, so I have a 20 total.
Okay. I rolled a 10. Okay, so let's... yeah, you know what? So let me paint this picture for you then. So, there's a moment as Alistair attempts to reach into the minds as this spell whispers psionic, discordant melodies. And then, Alistair, you would actually get the feedback that there's nothing to whisper to. This thing has no mind. to be able to damage. So you simply whisper into the nebulous void that is some magical enchantment holding this thing together. It does absolutely nothing. Coin reaches forward a paw, casts flame against this armor, doesn't quite have enough punch to it to do anything. So there's this moment where the camera zooms in as the flame just kind of washes over the metal, kind of barely leaving a char. But before the camera even moves, there's just this huge pow as a gunshot bullet rips open a hole from where this fire had slightly scorched it. And then the camera pans back out as Korath takes his other arm, grabs it, lifts it up into the air, and then just throws it. Top-down perspective camera as it just boom, 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 hits the ground, scatters into 100 pieces, and that was combat.
That was it.
Don't worry, we will pay for this victory later.
I wanted to hit more shit.
Yeah, no, like it fell, it took fall damage, it also did a massive gunshot. Yeah, you guys beat the fuck out of this thing.
If none of you have ever been near anything that loud in your life before, your ears are ringing.
Oh yeah, the Korath is immediately looking at the gun that you have. It says,
No,
I have been transported to another dimension. I have seen the moon blink. I have heard the whispers of the deer in the forest. And I have never seen anything like that before.
Just as
That is a
eloquently,
good thing.
Coin says, "Hey, what the fuck?"
Oh yeah, heads up. You might want to cover your ears next time if you're sensitive to that.
Well, thanks for the warning. Really fucking helpful.
Hey, I didn't get warned about whatever the fuck was busted through that door. Sorry.
Good.
So, as you can probably imagine, he just stops, lets conversation fade just enough for his ears to go on a swivel, listening for anything else in this house that might have heard that.
Yeah, there's a large pause. The slight reverberations of your gunshot that kind of are absorbed and held within the walls as it kind of like you can feel that like slowly dying out, that and silence.
Does Lancelot do anything?
Lancelot is
I would hope this dog's not
belly on the ground behind you, not making a sound after that gunshot.
How are you not?
The tail is
He's not a hunt
tucked.
dog.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pet him.
Yeah.
Oh, you are not a hunting dog, are you, friend? I'm sorry.
No, Lancelot was part of a litter that had some very successful hunting dogs, and Lancelot was named for what he could be, and was
Not
not.
what he is.
He is the home dog.
He's a lover,
Yeah.
not a fighter.
And we
No.
love him for it.
Yeah, no, he would catch the bunnies. He would catch the bunnies and then just love them. So yeah, his tail is tucked, and he's doing that thing where he's like wanting to look at you, but he's kind of blinking, like he's afraid.
Oh my god, you can't, because this dog's gonna die. I can't.
Or the dog's a werewolf. I don't know. Some crazy shit like that.
Don't say the activation word.
Yeah, no. So yeah,
Can
but
I turn around to him and try to give him some sort of command to go downstairs?
yeah, what do you say?
Um,
Oh yeah, if we can get him outside with the kids.
yeah, I'm just gonna I'm gonna say go outside.
Go potty.
Yeah, his head kind of lifts up. His tail like stops wagging for a second.
Go outside.
Stands up, like starts to go downstairs and like looks
Good
back
boy.
at you.
Good boy.
Looks back at you.
Go outside.
Looks down. Looks back up.
Oh Oh, it'll be all okay. If you're outside.
Roll
Go
me,
outside.
roll me an animal
Rose
handling
is
check.
outs-
Animal
Rose
handling
is
at
outside.
advantage.
Oh,
Don't you also still
advantage?
look like Thorn?
Yeah.
The only reason this is working.
I rolled the same number twice.
What is it?
Can I take
sick.
the help action?
Help would confer advantage, and he's already.
Yeah.
Thorn is already getting advantage because he's Thorn.
6.
6. Yeah, he and goes downstairs.
I'm
I
going
don't like your
to
expression.
be okay. I'm not splitting up. I can't split up the party, so I'm gonna.
I think the dog is the least of our worries right now, unfortunately. I do not like the vibes I'm getting out of this house. And now this whole situation.
Something seriously fucked up is going on.
Well,
We just find the kid and get the fuck out.
we're on the second floor currently? I don't
You
remember
are
where
you are on the 3rd floor.
on the third
I was
floor.
like, I think we're on the third one.
Yeah, last session you guys did the first 2 floors.
Alright.
We can
So-
see the nursery from here, right? Or
So-
the door to it.
What you can effectively see from the top of this staircase is to the south of you. You see a couple doors. There's the master bedroom that you would know is up here from when Alistair sent their hair up the dumbwaiter. That's not creepy at all. Sent their hair up the dumbwaiter. You would
Great
also
party.
you would also with just if you guys just like do like a little bit of like peeking in and opening through the doors. There is the master bedroom to the north of you. That also you would have seen. I just want to make sure that I'm like have everything on the correct scene. Okay, yeah, master bedroom that also has a door leading out to a balcony. You also have right next to you seems to be a doorway that would presumably lead to the bathroom, perhaps a storage room, and then the nursery would be at the south door.
And there's that letter in
In the master bedroom.
the map.
So master bedroom to the north, nursery to the south.
I think maybe we pop in there and give that a read. I have a feeling that might give us more of the whole story.
After the one we just found.
Yeah. No, color me curious. I start headed towards the master bedroom.
Go.
Carefully, quietly, still big ol' horse ears, still on a constant swivel, because I am starting to maybe realize just a little bit that may have been slightly impulsive.
Korath will follow close behind.
Cool. So, into this room, there are double doors with dusty panes of stained glass set into them, the design of which resemble windmills. Who opens up the door?
Before anyone moves to do so, I remind everyone, y'all remember rich people are paranoid about their shit. Careful what you touch. Anyone give this a look over?
I'm gonna look over the door.
Roll me an investigation.
Nat 20
Hey,
for a 22.
All right, hold on. I forgot that I'm going to be keeping track of everyone's nat 20s.
And on investigation,
I rolled like 3 nat 1s last session,
Two.
so I mean.
You rolled-
okay,
yeah.
roll 2.
Yeah.
All right, I didn't mean to take that away from you. I'm sorry. Nat 21. Got it. Yeah, you check over the door. Unlocked, seemingly unbooby trapped. Yeah. So you open up the door, and within this master bedroom you open up, the room is covered in dust, cobwebs, burgundy drapes covering the windows, furnishings of which you see include a 4-poster bed with embroidered curtains and tattered gossamer veils, a matching pair of empty wardrobes, vanity with a wood-framed mirror and a jewelry box, a padded chair, and a rotting tiger skin rug lies on the floor in front of the fireplace with a dust-covered portrait of Mr. and Mrs. Durst, Gustav and Elizabeth, engraved into the bottom of the wooden frame. The web-filled parlor in the southwest corner contains a table and 2 chairs, and upon which is sat an empty porcelain bowl and an empty matching jug. Yeah, there's also a door to the right of the room. That's door facing the foot of the bed has a full-length mirror mounted to it, and yeah, there's also a door that leads to a balcony. There is nothing but mist out there. You can see the railings on the balcony and not an inch further through the mist.
I'm really starting to get the sense that these parents haven't been in here for a really fucking long time.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get a sense that maybe no one has. This layer of dust, is this like a week's worth of neglect, or is this like a couple of years worth of neglect?
Run your finger.
Yep. How thick's this layer?
Months minimum.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Yeah. The letter is sat next to the jewelry box.
No one else goes for it. I will.
I want to open that jewelry box and see if there's anything in it I want to take.
Check it.
Yeah, he said he opens it. So you check out
Julie,
Yep.
open the
You open
box.
it up. The jewelry box itself is made of silver with gold filigree. Within it, there are 3 gold rings and a thin platinum necklace with a topaz pendant. And I will post that treasure in the Roll20 chat for you. The jewelry box is worth 75 gold. The rings are worth 25 gold each, and the platinum necklace is worth 750 gold.
Wow. I would like to pocket all of that.
You do.
Oh yeah.
Oh, excellent.
I put one of the rings on for bling.
And the letter is sat next to it.
um,
Iris, you said that you were picking that up, yeah?
yeah. Well, everyone else is looting. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. The letter reads, My dear Miss Petrovna, your advice on dealing with the unwanted fiend in my home is very good advice indeed. Tonight's ceremony will proceed as planned when the moon is at its highest peak, without, of course, the attendance of Mr. Durst. I must agree with you that, yes, with such an innocent sacrifice, our proceedings may have better results. Although, innocent is not quite the term I would use. My thanks, Mrs. Elizabeth Durst.
All right, so
All right. I'll do a brief summary of that for everyone else. So this is getting worse by the minute.
I have got this gut feeling that we got to get out of this house.
We've got to get out of here. But also,
Yeah.
kind of have a feeling that those kids won't be allowed out of here either till we do something about whatever is here.
So, when we spoke to them, as out of character, when we spoke to them, did they say how long their parents had been in the basement for?
I feel like they said something like a couple hours.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
an hour at
But
the
we haven't
least.
gone to the basement yet.
We were under the impression that there was a baby to go and get, which I am starting to think that there is not a baby to go and get.
Well, I think it. Whatever we're supposed to go and get is probably an infant on some level, but might not be anymore.
I'm gonna perk up from the laying on the bed. So I immediately just ran to saw the bed and it was so loud.
Alistair jumps on the bed and presumably like sends up a massive dust cloud. He does so. It's just... Thank you.
I think we should save the baby before we do anything else.
Well, yeah, if there's a baby to save, but yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
If anything, at this point, it's going to be more of a... I don't want to say the word mercy killing, but...
We'll see. We'll have to
Oh,
find
if
out.
the baby's a fiend.
I'm just saying. Expect anything.
At this moment, you hear footsteps walking the hall up towards the door.
But everybody, I'm going to duck behind the nearest piece of furniture and attempt to hide.
What does everyone else do?
I'm going to head for that closet, assuming it's a closet,
Yeah, sure.
with the mirror on the door, and open it and see if I can't duck inside.
100% you do. It's just an
How?
empty, dust-choked closet.
Ooh, empty.
Ow.
How tall are these ceilings?
8-foot ceilings.
Oh, well.
Yeah, you're pretty cramped.
Ugh, ugh. Oh, I hate that.
How big is the like bed? Like a king, a California?
It is regal. It is
I'm going
room
to-
for 2 people and guests.
Oh, I'm going to try to hide in the pillows and have my crossbow at the ready.
Okay, so we've
'Cause
all
I'm
gone
3 foot
into
tall.
various shades of like hiding then, yeah?
And
Yeah, but
totally
I've got my-
yeah.
I've got
I'm
my
gonna step out onto the balcony.
I've got my crossbow ready.
Cool. All right. So yeah, you step out onto the balcony. Footsteps. You all get to where you all get to your designating hiding spots as footsteps walk up to the door and stop. Nothing happens.
Can I?
Is there a shadow to
peer?
be seen
There is not.
under the crack of the door? Fuck, I hate that. That's fucking creepy. How long? Like, if we let a couple minutes go by,
Yeah.
just nothing.
Nothing. No more footsteps. You don't hear breathing. There's no movement or commotion of any kind. And no shadow. A couple moments of tense, like, waiting happen. And then you all, like, instinctively kind of start to get curious, start to, like, relax. Your shoulders drop a little bit. You start to breathe. Nothing happens. Korath,
Gonna-
while you're out, you cannot see through this mist. Even, like, it is right in front of you. You can't see anything. You can't smell anything. There's nothing. This is a sheer wall of mist. and it is very unsettling. What do you do while you're out here?
So I can't see anything, but I could see the outside of the house when I was walking up, correct? When we were all walking up?
You could.
Were there other windows in this master bedroom?
Yes.
Would I be able to use my spider climb ability to navigate my way to another window to look inside?
You would have to go into the mist to do so.
Do I have... I do not have anything immediately beneficial to me. So what I would like to do instead of standing on the balcony, I would like to scale so I'm perched above the door,
Okay.
but not standing on the balcony. That way I remove myself from that terrace. And then...
Can we see
I do
him out there?
And I think this is happening while everyone's like kind of waiting.
Okay.
Can I do a nature check to see if this is a naturally occurring mist?
I don't even think you need to make the roll to know that this is not.
That's some ghost shit right there.
I think the longer and longer you look into this, like you observe this mist, a thought comes to mind of primal hesitation, a natural fear of the dark that, on some small scale, all living creatures have. It is the image of you staring into a body of water that is difficult to see through. Because when you can stand in front of a large body of water, but can't see through it into it, anything could be waiting in there. Something known or never having been discovered by humanity. Whether or not it exists, whether or not that person, for the first time in history, might come face to face with it. Just a singular sound of a heartbeat. And nothing else.
Korath is going to stare out and let this fear kind of wash over him. That the unsteadiness, the uneasiness. At this point, we've all been standing here for like 2 minutes now, 3 minutes, 4 minutes.
Let's say 3 minutes.
So after 3 minutes of standing there without any change or any discernible notion to go off of other than apprehension and anxiety, Korath is going to poke his head down and tap the glass of the door from above.
Yeah, like you all have been inside. This is like as your shoulders are coming down. You see her?
And it's just me in like in the top corner being like,
I quietly just Jesus shit.
There is definitely a thud from the closet. Presumably from when Coin jumps and hits a shelf.
Coin, take inspiration.
I'm gonna cast message to you. A little whisper that only you can hear, and did you find anything, or are you just fucking around?
I say there is nothing out here to find. It is a thick fog as far as the eye can see, which happens to be about 6 inches from my face. I don't even see the children that we left down there. I don't hear the dog. I don't see them. What have you found in the bed?
I'm gonna cast message again, and I'm gonna. Oh, just lots of feathers and dust. It's quite lovely, actually. Besides the dust, do you want to?
It's lovely, except for the parts that aren't.
That's not really pleasant to hear that nothing is down there. Do you want to come back inside?
And I'm gonna push the door open, but I'm staying up above, so I'm just pushing the glass so the door swings open.
Mhm.
And then I would like to do a cool underworld dismount, where I like grab the frame and flip over.
Yeah, you 100% do. It is needlessly complicated, but damn does it feel good.
I'm not wearing Demona boots and a long black trench coat, but it had the spirit of wearing
Yeah.
Demona
Energy is
boots and a
there.
long.
Hey, that's good for you.
I deserve this.
But yeah, and with that,
So then I'll walk back in.
yeah.
And I'll slowly stand from my hiding place. Well, I think whatever was approaching might be gone now.
And finally emerge from the closet, rubbing my head. Yeah,
Are you good?
fine. Perfect. Fantastic.
Insight check.
Oh, no, you don't have to. It's bullshit.
Maybe I rolled a 4, so maybe I don't know. Shall we?
The door is closed, but we heard the footsteps stop outside the door, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, but we don't hear anything, we see no shadow. So I'd still be cautious opening it.
Korath understands what you mean by being cautious in the way that only Korath could interpret this.
Oh, buddy.
So Korath is going to go over to the door. I'm going to grab the handle. I'm going to pull so it stays firm, and I'm going to count.
Up to Jack.
1, 2,
What are you?
3, and on 3, I don't open the door. I break the door down.
Roll me an athletics check at
Yes,
advantage.
sir.
Let's say DC 12.
Okay. Well, that is a 24 total.
The door, the hinges, part of the frame around it. He just, all right. Bam! Like there's like drywall that like shoots out. Door slams against the wall behind it and is immediately like tossed off to the side. There's
I feel
no
like
one
the
out there.
shockwave from it like blows my hat back.
Yeah.
It ruffles the mane.
Yeah. Yeah, like drywall and debris everywhere. There is no one out here.
Oh, I don't like this.
I don't like it either. Regardless, that was beautiful and I respect it.
Overkill is underrated.
I felt like that statement just like you can see it hit him like it resounds in the deepest part of his soul, just like you understand.
Upon seeing this reaction, Korath pulls out his tiny book of poetry and writes that one line down and puts a question mark.
I guess Salzwell's out the window, right?
Oh, it was
Okay.
out the window like 10 minutes ago. So we've got
When the gun
the
was shot,
nursery and
subtlety.
one other room. What was the other room?
It was
there
the
another room?
nursery, right?
Okay, so it's just the master and the nursery up here. All right. Well, and I pull out the key from my pocket. Moment of truth. The basement might be the moment of truth, but this could also be the moment of truth. Just be prepared for whichever one that is. It could be now.
Korath will sword and shield, brace and ready.
Coin just sort of holds up a hand.
If you're not going
I'm
to use
going-
that crossbow, I'm going to ask for that crossbow back politely. But
Go ahead, use it.
After the fact, we've already blown our cover.
I'm going to
It'll come in handy.
let's take a moment to center ourselves, and I'm gonna play a very quick little harp moment, and I'm going to hopefully that resonates really well with you. I'm gonna Iris, I'm gonna give you bardic inspiration.
Oh shit, I'll take it. What do I get?
So you get a D6 that you can use one time within the next 10 minutes on an ability check, a attack roll, or a saving throw.
Beautiful.
But,
Thank you, Angel.
You can add it after seeing the roll, but before knowing if it's going to work or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, I will take that inspiration. Absolutely. Is that an intense riff?
Yeah, on a
For a
harp.
moment.
If everyone is ready, I will put the key in the door.
Ready as
Yeah.
I'll ever be.
So you take your key and you bring it down to the door. There's a close-up on the door where the handle is for the audience. There's no keyhole. It's just a door.
I just try the door.
Try the door. It opens up. You hear the soft grumbling of like an infant, a child that is at the end stages of falling asleep. Some soft moans, like a little soft cry, and you hear, "It's all right, darling. It's all right." And
Throw
the-
up.
And
So scary.
you open the door. Within, there's cobwebs, dust, an elegantly appointed bedroom. You look in and you see a fully translucent woman. Turns to you, looks afraid, and slowly backs into the corner and like covers her body, like shielding herself. And she hides her face from you.
Does she see me?
I believe it was Iris that opened up the door first.
Open the door.
I'm gonna peek my head through the legs, and I still look like Thorn.
She looks. Master Thorn. Hi. I'm so sorry. Are these guests of yours?
Pardon us, ma'am. We did not mean to startle you.
I found someone to help you.
Help me. I need. She looks down. What happened to me? I-
All right.
No.
No.
What did happen?
Hey. It's all right. It's okay. Listen,
Yeah.
just
Yes.
stay with me, all right?
All right.
And as I kind of step into the room, like we're just we're here to. Oh fuck. We're here to take the baby to safety.
Walter.
Yeah.
She looks to Thorn. She says, "Your little brother is sleeping, so just very quietly, if you don't mind."
We can do it more than quietly, man. Absolutely.
Is the baby corporeal or
The baby is
Just
just
baby.
like
What
the baby's in the crib, swaddled up, all nice and cozy. And you're talking about like just quietly, because and then she looks down. There's like the single streak of tear down her face. Roll me an insight check, Coin, and everyone else can. Coin can roll it at advantage because he's calmed this person down.
That is a 16.
So yeah, and anyone that
20.
anyone
21?
Anyone that rolled a 15 or above gets this. She's immediately calmed down. Coin, I think you and Iris very, very much so. Like with a natural 20 and Coin, just because you're up in front, noticing this, she's completely forgotten about like her momentary panic. You get the feeling that she's wafting between realization and not knowing that she's actually dead and a ghost. And she's now looking down fondly into this crib. And she takes an incorporeal hand and just runs it gently over the swaddled infant.
I kind of look to Coin, who's so far stated to be the best with, or at least had the most experience with children, and just kind of start walking towards the crib, while keeping gentle eye contact with the spirit to maintain permission to do so.
Yeah,
I'm gonna walk up to the mom.
I don't think it does. I don't like this, the mom.
You're walking up to the spirit.
Yeah, but you're walking up to the crib.
She
Also,
yeah.
you all know, you've seen portraits. This is not Mrs. Durst.
Yeah, no, Mrs.
she
Durst
said-
would not refer to her own son as master.
No, yeah,
Oh yeah.
this is like a
I
nanny
guess-
or a maid.
This is
Well, last week,
Is
recall,
this-
Thorn
The old yeah.
Thorn had mentioned, like, well, what about...
or the mistress. Potentially both.
Yeah. So
The
it
name
has been a week...
Petrovna.
Do you have the name?
Is this Petrovna? Mrs. Petrovna?
No. Thorn said the name as you guys were both in front of the house. Whoever remembers it, if you wrote it down, I will confer advantage to. Or inspiration, I should say. Give you 5 seconds. No one?
Plymouth hamburger.
Woof.
Thorn said Margaret.
Oh.
And Rose had responded that she's no longer with us. She left.
She left.
No, she did not.
That's right.
Margaret.
That's right.
Do you guys say anything to her?
No, I was gesturing for Coin to approach the crib.
Oh yeah, I'm with you.
And she was like, okay, but he's sleeping, so.
Do you mind if I kind of gesture to him?
Maybe pick him up? His brother and sister are outside and have requested.
I'm right here.
Yeah, she looks confused at you.
Sorry, his sister is outside.
Oh, of course. And she steps back.
I go to gently pick up Walter.
Yeah,
Just
you reach down, start to unswaddle the baby, who you can see like him like breathing, like shallowly, but still breathing under the swaddle, and you open it up, and there is nothing there, and the swaddle just falls down.
okay.
And
Well,
Margaret,
it's better than bones. I thought it was gonna be bones.
yeah, and Margaret looks at confused. Oh, he must be with Rose. I'll go check on them.
Yeah, our mistake. Well, we can just
Yeah, yeah.
track.
He must
check
be with
again.
his sister.
Yeah, of
And
course.
she walks past you all and into a wall on the north side of the room, through it, and the wall becomes a door.
Oh,
With a keyhole.
Ooh. Does this door have a keyhole? This ghostly door.
It does not have a keyhole.
If
it
we
is-
follow her through, can we pass through this door?
Give it a try.
I'll give it a shot.
I'll certainly let you attempt.
Hells yeah, I love ghost stories.
If she's leading, I will attempt to cautiously follow. I might try a hand through it first and like, is this an actual door? What is a ghost and what is not?
Yeah, you go to touch the door, your hand goes through it. And
Stunning.
as your hand comes into contact with it, it starts to dissipate into a fine mist akin to fireflies as it just dissipates
Ooh.
up into the air. And you are now just looking at an empty doorway.
What is there anything
Sorry, I was
beyond?
being talked at. My hand turns into fireflies, or she does?
The door, like it becomes a door, you touch the door, it goes through it, and as if your hand was imagine a sheer curtain of just like cloud, and you touch it, and just the force and movement of the gentlest touch of your hand just pushes everything away as it just becomes like effectively small motes of light.
The door's gone.
Door's gone. There is now just an empty doorway with stairs leading up.
Okay. Well,
I would like to walk up those stairs.
yeah, guess we've got a secret fourth floor. Let's go.
Every good rich person house has a secret tower.
If you're a rich person, if you don't build a secret room into your rich person house, you're doing it wrong.
And we found two now.
Korath
will-
pulls out his poetry book and tries to write a poem about this, but he's not as talented as he would like to be. So he just writes, secret tunnel,
Stop.
secret
No.
tunnel,
Stop, bitch.
through
No.
The
the
drywall.
mountain.
Through the drywall.
secret tunnel.
Yeah, all right.
But what's the next part of that song, Korath?
It's a work in progress.
Secret doorway.
Don't worry, you'll remember. Anyways, you walk up. There is a two-part staircase. It leads first up to a small landing and then turns 90 degrees and goes up to another doorway. Opening that door, you enter a hallway that is, at this point, choked with dust and cobwebs. It is across the walls, connected to the ceiling. This is years of neglect. there is a door in front of you with an impressive lock on it. There is also additional rooms beside, seemingly bedrooms of sort, maybe a small storage room, but nothing overwhelmingly as notable as this door.
Is the lock labeled?
It is not.
Is it the same iron as my key?
It is.
Yeah. And it's the only door here, right?
There's a couple other doors. Not
It's the
like
most
no
special
locks on it. But yeah, if you want to do like a small little like, all right, let's check these doors real quick.
Yeah, let's do a quick sweep of,
Yeah,
the unlocked
sure.
rooms.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There's a door behind you that opens up into a slender bed, a nightstand. This appears to be just a spare bedroom. A smiling doll, a little yellow lacy dress, sat in the window box. Cobwebs.
I didn't realize Alistair was already here.
I was gonna make that joke too.
Hey, it's your sister.
Another spare bedroom, just adjoining the impressive lock, which also seems to be another spare bedroom, rocking chair. The other room, the last room for you to check outside of this, is a storage room, and there's actually some shit in here. It is packed with old furniture, draped in dusty sheets, chairs, coat racks, mirrors, dress mannequins, etc. There's an iron stove underneath one of the sheets, and there's also a wooden trunk sat at the western side of the room. This is uncovered, but beside it
Padlock?
is one of the sheets stained with dry blood. No padlock.
Hot.
Can I pop in and check out that trunk real quick?
You want to open it up?
I'm going to look
Yeah.
over the sheet.
Yeah, I'll open
Is
it up.
is this a familiar and or obviously ominous pattern, like a police body outline of blood?
No,
or
it's
anything?
just blood.
I
You
want
open it
that
up,
doll from earlier, by the way.
and yeah, go ahead.
Of course you do.
You take it. Mark down smiling doll in a yellow dress. Yeah, you open this up, and there's the skeletal remains of a body here. It is wearing the same dress that Margaret was, just beneath.
But they use her as a sacrifice.
And here are her remains. Anyone who wants to, roll me a medicine check.
Okay. 15.
That is sufficient. You look over the body, and you can actually see on various parts of her rib cage and remaining bones, large gashes of presumably knife stabs. She was stabbed to death multiple times.
I'm gonna close the trunk and just kind of lay a hand upon top of it and just say I'm so sorry.
She's not anywhere nearby, right? Okay, good. Yeah, just regretful side eye at that trunk. And nothing else. Nothing here we can or should take.
No, I'm not about to desecrate a grave.
I found a doll.
Great.
We know you found a doll.
Fan fucking tastic.
Lovely.
Thank you.
If it makes you
Oh,
happy.
we'll find out.
I get the feeling that this key I have is going to fit that padlock on the last door, so, yeah, again, just,
Be ready.
be prepared for maybe something incredibly fucked up we're about to find out. So, I guess,
Can't bump up. Can't bump.
backtrack. We've got nothing else to pick up in here. Backtrack and, stand in front of that lock, and I suppose I will see if this key fits and turns.
Okay. Iris stands before this door, inserts this key, and you all hear the heavy, metallic, mechanical turn as this door unlocks. As you pull the door open, you see a room containing a bricked up window, flanked by 2 dusty, wood-framed beds sized for children. Closer to the door is a toy chest with windmills painted on its side, and a dollhouse that appears to be a perfect replica of the building in which you now stand. Lying in the middle of the floor are 2 small skeletons wearing tattered but familiar clothing. And you hear a voice behind you. And now's when we're going to take a small break.
That's some hereditary shit. I hate it.
I knew they were
I'm
ghosts.
loving
I
every
knew they
single
were
moment.
ghosts.